Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sunday stream. Hopefully, you all had an amazing weekend, productive weekend. Hopefully, you found the car that you're looking for and didn't just get a good deal on it, got the best possible deal that you could have got on it. I hope you shopped a lot of dealerships. I hope everything went well. But in case it didn't, I'm here. Just in case you didn't have an experience at the dealership or over the phone or over the email, the type of experience that you were hoping to have, that's what we're here. We're here to talk about what you went through this weekend. This is kind of a locker room talk after the game or half game. The game is not over for many of you. You're still gonna have to go out and find a car. You're still gonna have to contact ungodly amount of dealerships. You're still gonna have to write 100 fucking emails because it's not easy to get a best possible deal on the car. It's not even easy to get a decent deal or a good deal. Even for a good deal, quote unquote good deal, for those of you that have been watching my channel for a while, you know that there is no such thing as a good deal. There's an average deal, a deal that everybody else is getting, and there's the best possible deal, a deal that you will have to fight for. You will have to fight the sales manager. You're going to have to fight with the salesman, with online manager. You're going to have to fight with the finance manager. You're going to have to fight for dealership fees. You're going to have to fight for all sorts of things. Just today, no, not today, just yesterday, it was yesterday, ran across a dealership that's charging $3,000 worth of add-ons for something you can get for less than $300. $300, they're literally multiplying that by 10. You're gonna have to fight for that. All right, let me get to some of these comments here. Hey Zeeks, how's it going? Hey, Flyby, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, buddy. Gary, how's it going? What's up, dude? Zeeks, what are you talking about? What happened? What happened where? I don't know. I talked to my car salesman yesterday. You talk to your Gary. I like that you have your own personal car salesman. You have your own personal car salesman. He said he works 50 hours a week, 55 hours a week. Oh, that's very typical. Oh, absolutely. Car salesman. I mean, sales is a job that is very demanding overall, but car sales especially. He works 55 hours a week for Honda. He gets a salary and commission and gets Mondays off. Oh, dude, yeah. If you want to make any money in car sales, you're going to have to work 6-7 days a week. In the beginning, you might have to work 7 days a week just to build up your skill of how to sell $900 dealership fee or how to sell $3,000 of add-ons on a car. It doesn't come naturally. It's very hard to sell $300 product for $3,000. It's a bit difficult. So for a car salesman that's just starting out, it's gonna be very tough. Hi, I just got approved for a car, 2014 Ford Explorer, 80,000 mile, 20 grand, $1,000 down. Okay, Aaron Hudson. So far as $1,000 down, I would probably do $0 down because I like to keep my cash because I know how to multiply my cash. Far as the 2014 Ford Explorer with 80,000 miles, it doesn't sound like a horrible deal, but there's a but. I don't know if it's 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. What kind of configuration is it? Is it the base model or is it the platinum top of the line model? I don't know how it's packaged. But here's the most interesting part. This is I think the most important part. Aaron, this is what I just talked about. Don't go for the good deal, go for the best deal. Aaron, you have to know if you're getting the best possible deal. When I find a car for somebody, I know this is the best possible deal because I looked over all 48 states. I contacted ungodly amount of dealerships. I spent a week looking for that car. there's nothing better out there when I find a car because I put so much effort into it. Make sense? So I hope you put a lot of effort into your money, into your family, into your financial situation. I hope you put, at least 10, 15 hours of negotiations with different dealerships. I hope you contacted at least 50 different dealerships. I hope. John Freddy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. 20K cash, I can get a Camry 2019, Lexus ES350 2017, Lexus IS 200 2017. What is the recommendation? John, good thing you are here. I'm gonna give you the best possible option. Lexus ES350. It's a phenomenal car. It's an amazing car. The only car that I would recommend you consider, if you want to consider it, just throwing it out there, is Genesis. Check out Genesis. Tell me what you think about it. But dude, Lexus ES350, it's the size. It has good size. The people in the back are not cramped, like fucking sardines. Because IS 200, there is no room in the back. Do not even pretend there is anything. Second, ES350 is going to be more luxurious. If you're going to be buying a Lexus, right, you want to buy a car that's luxurious. And here's the thing, if you're buying a sporty car, IS200T, it's not a fucking sport car. Don't pretend, okay? It's a big four-door sedan. There's nothing sporty about it. Just because they have sport look on it or interesting looking bumpers or they have a turbo, it doesn't make it sporty, okay? Two-door cars are sporty. Four-door cars are rarely sporty unless they're bringing like 600 horsepower with them. So ES350, don't go for something in the middle. Don't go for half-ass sportiness. Don't go for half-ass, luxury. As Ron Swanson said, a great man, never half-ass two things, always whole-ass one. So I recommend you go for Lexus ES350, the most luxurious and the best option out of these three. Hey, Flyby, I saw Ford is dumping the Flex SUV. What a shocker, it was so good looking. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, if it was good looking. I actually loved Flex. I freaking loved it. Just because that car brought new technology. I'm not sure if I can say technology, but it brought new stuff to the car world. For example, it wasn't a big blown up SUV for a big family like a Explorer or a Expedition. That's what I'm thinking about, right? It was low to the ground, easy to get out of, easy to get in. So you could be 100 years old and still be driving an SUV, but it's still low to the ground. You didn't need a fucking ladder. And anytime you need to pick up your aunt or your grandma or somebody in a wheelchair, you don't need a fucking forklift to get them in there. So that's one thing. Another thing, I liked how roomy it was. I'm actually a huge fan of that car. I'm weird like that. And the back seats, the whole thing with the back seats that you could flip them around, I thought it was just unique. I don't think anybody ever actually practically did it, but it was just so cool that they did that. Allison Lovell, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Ford Flex was really a freak of a car. There's few people that I liked it. Zix, what would you say is the best car for the first time? There is no such a thing as the best car for the first time. The car that you bought, there's good quality car. Whether you're buying it, this car for the first time or for the last time, it doesn't matter. There is this notion or this false idea that has been sold by car manufacturers and very heavily by the car salesmen, by dealerships. First time car. Let's think about this. First time car, like a Honda Civic, for example. Let's not go out there. Let's pick something easy. A Honda Civic, right? Well, what if somebody at 70 years old buys a Honda Civic? Does that car become bad car all of a sudden? No. Or let's say a Ford Ford Focus with their absolutely notoriously horrible clutch packs. I mean, the car is absolutely horrible. There was a class action lawsuit against Ford with Ford Taurus. I'm not Taurus, but Ford Focus. People would be changing clutch packs every 10 fucking thousand miles. So would that be considered a good first time car? Absolutely not, because it's not reliable. So Zeeks, I'm not trying to be a smartass here. Really, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to get out of your question. I just want you to kind of think of I think the reason that you asked this question is because we as customers have been programmed or educated or taught to think in concepts of what would be a good car for the first time. There is no such a thing as a good car for the first time. There's reliable cars and there's not reliable cars. There's luxury cars and there's plastic cars. There's expensive cars like a Ferrari and there's cheap cars like a two-door Honda Civic, right? So, Zeeks, the best car that you can get overall is the best car that will allow you to fulfill its purpose. I'm not again not trying to be. I'm not trying to sound smart like Jesus here, but whatever the reason you're buying this car for, right? You want it reliable, right? Or a fuel efficient, or you want a car that attracts attention, or you want a car that works with your business, right? Like a truck, a van, or a commercial van, right? Or you're gonna be an Uber driver, right? Maybe you need a 3-row SUV for Uber Black or whatever it's called, or you need an economical car like a Toyota Prius, right? The best car that you're gonna be able to get is the most reliable car that keeps doing its job for the longest. That's it. Whatever, Zeeks, I don't know what you're gonna be using this car for. I'm guessing you're kind of young because you're asking, first time for the first car for the first time. So pick a car that's most reliable. So that's Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, one of those 5. And then pick a car that's economical. You don't need to be getting nothing fancy. Get something that's reliable, get something that's economical, and you're good to go. Hey, Rockus TV, how's it going? King Null, welcome to the stream, buddy. Love you, Dan. Love you right back, buddy. Dan, you have any problem with negotiating over the phone, or is email preferred? I prefer to do it over the phone just because it's faster. Whenever it's here's the thing, it's faster over the phone, but email is also really efficient. Here's why. Because you can put out an email with all the information, right? For example, when I call, I have to go through a receptionist. Then I go through a online sales manager. Again, we don't need a sales manager. Then hopefully I'm gonna get transferred to a salesman at some point, and he's gonna tell me how amazing his dealership is. I don't give a shit. Then I'm gonna tell him, hey, this is the car I'm looking for. Then he's gonna tell me, okay, hold on, let me talk to my manager. I'm still on the phone. I'm on the phone for 15, 20 fucking minutes, right? 10 minutes if I'm lucky. Or he's gonna tell me, hey, all my sales managers are busy. Let me give that information to him and see if we can give you a call back. And I tell him, don't ever call me back. If you call me back, it's gonna go straight to voicemail, and I never listen to that shit. I always tell him, text me. Do not even think about calling me back. So hopefully I get a text. Considering that majority of salesmen are extremely lazy, that's just a fact. Not trying to be a dick. People do not go into car sales because they are super fucking motivated to do amazing things in life. People become a doctor, okay, to do the great things in life. Not a fucking car salesman. All right. Again, been there, done that. I'm not trying to be a dick. Just saying that's the reality. I'm gonna have to call again to this car salesman, find the car salesman. I write down the phone number, the cell number for the car salesman. I write down the fucking name for the car salesman. I write down any information that I gave him, so it's already written down, or I take notes on top of that. So on the phone, it's better because I can get an answer right now or sooner. Over an email, it might take a day. You know what I mean? Maybe even 2 days. But the nice thing is Control C, Control V. I'm just copying and pasting this email. So that's, they're both really good. But I prefer over the phone just because I hate typing and all that shit. Ruckus TV. When you go for 20% off MSRP, you are not referring to tax and fees, right? So I'm not, the 20% off, not including whatever government steals from you, okay? So just whatever the dealership is going to take from you. I was offered 2016 for $17,000, but when taxes came out, it was 19.6. Again, Ruckus TV, I don't even know. Well, you know the situation because you know how to calculate 20%. I mean, you know how to use a calculator. Yeah, 20% government money not included. Whatever they're gonna steal, that's gonna have to be on top of you. Ruckus TV referring to the used car, not a new car. Yes, yes. Lester Bertard, 57 degrees in Shebiyagan. I is I bro, I can tell you your city is never gonna get invaded by foreigners in Wisconsin. It's not even gonna happen. They're like, where this, bro? I can't even fucking pronounce this shit. We're steering right past. We're going right around it. Like, bro, Shiboyagan. I'm sorry. Like, I can barely read English. That is a challenge. Talk about a challenge for me. Okay, Ruckus TV. When you get the lowest price, that does not include the taxes, right? Yes, that does not include taxes. Taxes are separate. Aaron Hudson, the Explorer has backup camera, sunroof, all-wheel drive, heated seats. Okay, perfect. So it looks like you're going for a higher end trim. Aaron, how many dealers have you contacted? Have you contacted at least 50 dealers to see that you're getting the best possible price? Maybe you got the best possible deal on the first try. It's possible to win a lot. It's possible to win the lottery, but maybe you didn't. So let's. I'm just checking my battery. Maybe you did get lucky on the first time, but maybe you didn't. It's better be safe than sorry. So what I would recommend is go out, contact more dealerships, and see if you can get a better price somewhere else. Ruckus TV, when you finance with a bank to buy a used car, do you take buyer's order to bank? And when they contact the dealership to purchase the vehicle, I ask because dealership said, oh, if you're planning to be financing with your bank, you will need to sign a contract. That way we can finance with the bank. Well, yeah. Listen, Ruckus TV, there's going to be a bunch of things you're going to need to sign. It's not a problem. You just have to make sure that the price is good, that the pre-purchase inspection is good. So we got to make sure that all that stuff is good. Hold on a second. We're having a technical difficulty. My battery is dying on my fucking audio receiver. I'm gonna have to go change it. Give me 1 minute. I thought I changed the batteries. I didn't. I'll be right back. All right, we're professionals. Oh, okay. If I'm not sure if I should trade in my 2017 Kia Forte or not, I just want to be close to be debt free. Listen, again, that's my fault. I can't read your name, dude. Stolus Rusmf Fan 03. So here's the thing: you should not trade in your car. I don't. How is trading in your car gonna get you debt free? Okay, that's only gonna get you more debt because you're closer and closer and closer to paying off your car, and you're like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna trade it in, get another giant payment. No, you don't need to be doing nothing to your car. Just keep on paying. And here's the thing: you're worried about being debt free. Why? Well, because I'm paying, I'm gonna pay $2,000 or $3,000 in interest on this car. Okay, but instead of saving money, what I would be worried about a lot more is making money. Focus on making money, not saving money. I mean, saving money is important. That's what my whole channel is about. But a lot of people are trying to be debt free. Like, if you have a car and you're paying, for it, that you're going to a job, you're making money. It's like a tool. If you bought $1,000, if you bought $1,000 pair of Yeezys that are not making you money, I would be concerned then. But whenever your car is making you money because you're driving to work, you're doing little hustles on the weekend, maybe you're driving for Uber, whatever you're doing, you're making money. It's a think about it as a business investment. It's like buying a tool. Rockers TV, when they went to test drive CRV, and they said that they couldn't do an extensive test drive. They said they are not allowed to. Well, you tell them to go fuck themselves. They're not allowed to do an extensive test drive. What kind of retarded dealership did you go to? Ronald Louis. And I actually want to talk about this a little more because I'm afraid that there's some I'm seeing some new names here in the chat, so that means there's some new folks here that might not be too familiar. What I preach and what I teach, guys. You have to do an extensive test drive. Watch my videos on how to do a test drive. That's a whole 15-minute video. I go into detail of how to do a test drive, but I'm gonna touch on it just a little bit. Just go over some very simple basic. Just I'll give you a skeleton. What you need to be looking in a test drive. First, a test drive should be scheduled. You come in, you tell them, hey, I want to do an extensive test drive. I'm not buying a car today. That's number one. Number two, you go for a test drive if you like the car for 45 minutes or an hour. Then you have a salesman. Actually, well, before that, you have a salesman who's going to tell you about the car. He's going to educate you about the car. This is what the buttons do. This is how the seats work. This is how everything works. He's going to tell you how to connect the Bluetooth, all that stuff. He's going to tell you about the car. He's going to educate you about the car, okay? Then you go out for a test drive, 45 minutes, an hour. If you like the car, you can tell the salesman, hey, I like the car. I'm not going to be buying it today, but I want to do a pre-purchase inspection tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, whenever. When is a good time for me to come back? He'll probably say, oh, come back tomorrow. So you come back tomorrow, you take the car for pre-purchase inspection. Again, I have a bunch of videos on how to do pre-purchase inspection, what's included, where to find a mechanic to do pre-purchase inspection. You do pre-purchase inspection. If you like the car, if the pre-purchase inspection says, hey, the car is good for you to buy, then only then you talk about you go into purchase, right? You sign the paperwork, you give him all your personal information. Only then. If they're not allowing you to do a pre-purchase inspection, if they are not allowing you to do a good 45-minute, an hour drive, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the dealership. There's something wrong with the salesman. There's something wrong with the fucking with the car. Something is going on. Like I never. Here's the thing. I have never been denied a sample at Costco. Never. I can be standing in front of the fucking person that's making these little samples at Costco, and I could eat all day long. Do you know why? Because their product is good. Because their product is good. They are not trying to hide anything. If you know, okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Are we clear as mud? Okay, I'm moving on. Hey Dan, are there any vehicles you will buy for MSRP? Vehicles that will go up in value. Ronald Louis. So that vehicles that will go up in value. That's the car I would buy for MSRP. Alpha X, bro. I'm moving to Russia soon. What car would you recommend to get there? My max budget $16,000. I was looking for new was or used Vaz 2107 for around $1,500. Okay, Alpha X, are you Russian or American? Okay, if and again, you know, if again, I don't know how long you're gonna be there. And before anything, why in God's name would you move to Russia? I can't. I'm thinking of reasons right now. I'm not trying to be stupid here. Can't think of one. Can't fucking think of one. Alpha X. I would be worried more about. I think me and you, we need to talk about why in God's name are you moving there, over what car you're trying to buy. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, if you actually want to buy a car, cars in Russia are extremely overpriced because it's a communist country. It's a communist fucking country. Did you know that? I want to make sure I'm giving you heads up here, okay? Shit there is the government likes to put tariffs on things, on foreign things, okay? You can buy shit Russian cars all day long for $1,500, but if you want to buy a good quality car, the government puts tariffs on that shit. So there's like 30% tariffs. It's insane. I mean, a car that's like literally $10,000 in America is going to be at least 13 or 14 in Russia. Yeah. Considering that's a third world fucking country where communist is still fucking prevailing. You're Russian. Okay. So what I would do is buy a car here in America and drive and bring it over there. That's the best thing you can do. And the type of car you want to bring over there would be Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Hyundai, Kia. Again, same five. And you want to bring an SUV for two reasons. Reason number one, don't be afraid to take an economical SUV because gas is extremely expensive in Russia. I mean, it is stupid expensive. The roads are bad, very, very fucking bad. So SUV is going to be a must. All-wheel drive is a must. I would not bring a car that is not all-wheel drive because, I mean, I'm guessing you're not going to be taking this car back. So what I would do, literally what I would do is bring the car back, drive it, and then sell it for exactly the same amount of money that you bought it for. Here's the cool thing. Because if you are not planning to keep that car over there, you can actually, well, you can sell it. But one thing that you can do is, because I'm guessing you're an American or you have an American citizenship, I'm just guessing, you can actually bring the car over there without paying taxes because you can, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a diplomatic bullshit type of thing. You'll get a special license plate where literally they will let you drive it for some amount of time, and then as long as you are there, you can drive the car. It's like you're bringing possessions with you. perfect. You bring the car, you drive it, and when you leave, you take the car back, or you can sell the car there because the government over there is so fucking corrupt. You just tell them, hey, this is a good quality car. Somebody buy it, and you'll find somebody that's gonna buy it. Joe Mama, is 2016 Highlander limited for $30,000 a good buy? Joe Mama, I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. Here's why. Because we are not here to talk about good buys. We are here to talk about the best possible deal. Is this the best possible deal? Did you contact at least 50, 60, 70 dealerships to see if you're getting the best possible deal? Are you getting a good deal? Sure, yeah, you are. What the fuck is a good deal? I don't know. I know what a best deal is. I don't know what a good deal is. So, Joe Mama, I would not recommend I don't recommend going for good deals. Go for the best possible deal. Lester, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Okay. All right. If I read it slowly, I can handle 3 letters. 3 letters at a time. I can handle. Johnny DK, what's up, dude? What's going on? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Dan, would you buy a 2020 Lexus RCF or a 2020 GTR? Oh, bro, are you kidding me? Of course, GTR. Lexus RCF is. In Russia, we have a saying: "Ni ryba, ni мясо, бля." It's neither meat or fish. It's neither or. Is Lexus RCF V8? I know it has a V8 in it, and here's and all that stuff. Listen, if I'm gonna be putting 2020 GTR, Lexus RCF, on the Nürburgring, my gut feeling, just the gut feeling, the GTR is gonna absolutely destroy RCF. That's just my gut feeling. But that's just me. But the nice thing about Lexus, I guarantee you, it's more fucking comfortable than a GTR. Because driving a GTR is like driving a fucking skateboard. The suspension feels like it's bolted directly to your fucking balls. If I buy like a $10,000 car, do you know how much it will round up with taxes? So typically, taxes are going to be 10%. That's just typically. Ronald Louis, I feel like the new cars don't really have big improvement right now. The things they improve are some bullshit like iPhone. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Ronald Louis. I made a couple of videos about that actually. I made a few videos about that. Ruckus TV. I asked for buyer's order from the dealership and they wanted my entire address and they said that they have to fill out the details for buyer's contract. I said, well, I'll talk to my, I said my bank requires me to do a pre-purchase inspection. Okay, Ruckus TV, you did the right thing. And here's the thing: if you are at the dealership, if you drove to the dealership, I mean, fucking give them your address. What are they gonna do? Send you a fucking mailer? And they said I had to go all the way through their dealership to get it. Yeah, listen. For them to print out the buyer's order, they just fill out some information, click print, and it's printed. That's it. It doesn't require anything. You can put any information in there. The only thing that matters are the numbers. It doesn't have to be your name. It doesn't have to be your address. None of that shit matters. Gazin or Gazin. Hey Dan, how are you, sir? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, buddy. What's the percentage of all the taxes included when you buy a car? 10%. Ballpark. 10%. Maybe a little less, but somewhere around 10%. Even those states that have like 6 and 7%, right? Okay, 6 and 7%, that seems small, but once you include ginormous, like $500, like in Florida, you have to pay $500 to register a car. Think about that. That's insane. $500. Fuck me. Can you? Oh boy, that's insane. $500. Maria Mercado. Hi Dan. Still here learning. I feel a sense of relief now that I have you to do the job. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it. Maria, text me. Text me when you get a chance. I want to talk a couple of details with you. Ruckus TV. I told the dealer my bank needs a pre-purchase inspection, and they said never heard of that. That's okay. They said they would never sell a car that wasn't previously inspected and safe. Well, perfect, perfect. That's good. That's good. They would never see. Let me translate what they said. They said they would never sell a car that was inspected and safe. Okay? Can a car be inspected and still have problems with it? Yes, it can. Just because I looked at the fucking problem, it doesn't mean it fixed itself magically. Okay? Cars don't work like that. And second, are all car problems safety related? No. AC doesn't work. $3,000 to repair AC unit. That's not safety related. Do you want to be stuck with $3,000 AC repair bill? Probably not. Transmission is fucking grinding, or transmission is fucked up, or the engine is knocking. Is that safety related? No. The suspension is fucked up. It needs new shocks because somebody was flying over fucking speed bumps and hitting potholes like insane. Is that safety related? No. Have they looked at the car? Yes. Did they fix it? God knows it. And here's something else. They inspected the car. There could be problems on it. Did they tell you about those problems? No. That's why you need to do your own pre-purchase inspection. Second Life, would you do a pre-purchase inspection on a new car, demo car? No, because it's still under manufacturer warranty. If I buy a brand new car and it, literally I drive out and it blows up in my front yard, I don't give a shit. It's covered by the manufacturer warranty. Roman, hello Dan. Really love your videos. Thanks, appreciate it. Do you have any thoughts on pre-facelift LS 460? Is a 10-year-old car worth the approximate annual cost of owning one? So the only thing with LS 460 is upfront cost, because they cost a little more than ES. That's number one. Number two, gas. The engines are gonna be hungry hippos. And third, I would go for it. As far as maintenance, I would not be worried about it. I really wouldn't worry about it. 10-year-old cars should have somewhere around 100 or 120,000 miles on it. Chris Ashby, howdy from Calgary. How's it going? How's it going over there in Canada? Ruckus TV, not on a new car. They will deny it because they will say that it's a new car, nothing wrong with it. Alpha X, importing car is insane over there. Like I said, corruption is absolutely fucking crazy over there. But here's the thing, you can buy a car here cheaper than you can buy it over there. Ruckus TV, not Ruckus TV, my bad. Alpha X, text me and try to find somebody from here who has some kind of a connection with importing over there, or you gotta find, literally put in a little bit of work and try bringing a car from here. You will literally have a car for free because you can sell it back over there and have the car pay for itself. Maybe you'll even make a little bit of money on it. less Alpha X. uh, Alpha Lester, thanks man, appreciate it. Alpha X, how to pick up chicks with a sports car? All I get is all dudes. Alpha X, you could not be more right about that. When I had a fucking Skyline, the only people that would approach me would be old ass motherfuckers and fucking teenage boys. And I didn't want none of them. It's ridiculous. I'm driving a fucking Skyline here. I'm driving a car that literally only 3 people in my city fucking had, maybe 4. And mine was actually driving compared to the other ones. And yeah, dude, that's why I am saying to people, if you think a new fucking Camaro or a Dodge or a fucking Ford Mustang is gonna get you laid, it ain't gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. You know, you're not driving a unique. I mean, if you're driving a Ferrari, okay, that's different. You're driving a Bentley, you're driving a fucking Rolls Royce, you're driving a Lambo. Okay, that's a pussy magnet. But if you're driving a $30,000 or a $40,000 car, well, shit, it doesn't take a genius to get a $40,000 loan. You know, everybody can do that. John Freddy, what do you think of the Mazda CX-5 Grand Tour in 2019? Everyone I talks more about new RAV4, but I think Mazda CX-5 gives you more, looks better. Yes, I think it looks phenomenal. I think Mazdas actually make the best looking Japanese cars. Well, just Asian cars. We're gonna go with Asian. I'm gonna throw Kia and Hyundai in there. Well, besides Genesis. Well, Genesis is really up there also. Yeah, and Mazdas are actually very well equipped. That is very true. Far as the resale value on Mazdas, John Freddy, buy a car that you don't have to worry about resale value. Buy a car in such a way where you can keep it for the next 200,000 miles. That's how I would be looking at it. Mula Power, can I buy a car from Ohio when I live from New York? Yes, you can, my friend. That's why I tell people shop nationwide. Shop nationwide. Dexter Dex, what do you think of Hummers? It's a big giant car, very very hungry, kind of cool looking. H1 is amazing. Would love to fucking buy one. H2 is pretty gangster also. H3 is ugly as sin. Don't see many of them on the road, but do you think buying one makes sense? Absolutely not. Here is the only Hummer that makes sense to buy, and this Hummer kind of actually makes sense to buy. H1. Dexter Dex, if you're a mechanic or if you know cars, I would literally, I'm not fucking kidding you, I would literally start doing a lot of research about Hummers. And I would buy an old Hummer and start doing and like renovate it and sell it for some money, you know, or maybe you can keep it for yourself. But yeah, I would literally, if like Hummer H1 right now is in the same territory as old school muscle cars. You can buy an old Hummer, renovate it, and make money, or you're gonna be driving a cool ass fucking car. But when you're gonna be buying a Hummer, make sure you're buying a Hummer that's I don't know how what it is, what's the right name of it, but the one, not the military style, not the one that's cut back. Make sure, or if you're gonna be buying that, figure out how you can make it into a, you know, into an SUV type of deal. Make sense? Because that's gonna be valuable. Or, you know, whatever you're gonna be doing, it's either like a pickup form or you know, or a SUV. Because I don't see a military style, the hatchback weird angle looking things. I don't see them selling for a lot of money. Ruckus TV, any tips for negotiation doc fee and also documentation fee? A doc fee is the same as documentation fee. I'll give you a tip for negotiation all fees. It's simple. Hey, let's do this. Let's remove these fees, and now you'll have a car sale right now. I'm not a professional fucking negotiator. How about you remove these fees and you get to sell a car? I don't know, let's try that. Or here's another one. If they tell you no to that one, you can tell them, okay, not a problem. Here's what they're going to tell you. See, I'm going to use what they're going to tell me against them. They're going to tell me, we cannot remove the fees because it's not allowed, blah, blah, blah. Everyone has to pay them, blah, blah, blah. Not a problem, everyone has to pay them. Okay, let's lower the price by whatever the fees. If the fees are $1,600, let's lower the price by $1,600 and you get to sell a car right now. Right now you have a car sale. You can do that. Or you can tell them this. You can sell a car right now, or you can wait for somebody else to negotiate just like I will, and God knows they're going to negotiate more than I am. Or you can tell them, hey, you have this car, you're paying for it, it's taking a parking space. If you sell this car, first you can put another car on its place where you're going to make more money, number one. And number two, you don't have to pay anymore for this car. You're paying for this car every single month. Your financing department is writing checks to pay for all these cars that you have in your parking lot. Let's sell this one so you don't have to write another, $200 check for this car. I hate negotiations. I really don't like them. Like, I'm the type of person, like, even, here's a crazy thing. You would think that I, as an ex-car salesman, would do follow-ups with people who, like, contact me, but, hey, Dan, I'm thinking about using your service, or buying your course. I never follow up. Like, I was thinking about doing that, but then I'm like, if I need to chase somebody down and convince them that they need to save money, there's something wrong with that situation. Something really wrong. Like, if somebody watches my video and contacts me and still doesn't want to save money, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't think I can even fucking help them anymore. Dexter, watch Scotty's video on Hummers. I'm interested. What does Scotty say about Hummers? Stru 370. Girls don't even look. Yeah. Alpha. I mean, Alpha. If you're trying to buy a pussy magnet, you got to be 100 grand and up. Like, whenever I go to South Beach, I see the ugliest looking motherfuckers in Range Rovers, in rented fucking Rarries, Lambos, fucking Bentleys. Ugliest looking motherfuckers. They get bitches all over the place. It's not because they're so good looking, it's because they got the money. So the best thing you can do is either have the money or have the money. The best thing you can do is secure yourself financially, and you'll have all these little fucking problems that everybody else is worried about. All that shit is just gonna resolve itself. Okay, are we good on questions? Have I completed my mission for today? Are we done? No more questions. Okay. For those of you that kind of are new to this, this is maybe your first time watching one of these streams, or maybe you're new to this channel. We actually have a Facebook group. Just go to Facebook, find 60-Minute Car. Here's why you need to join Facebook group. It's not because I have the same videos there. It's because there's people there that can offer different things from what I can offer. There's people that share different videos. There's people there that share their own experiences. There's people that share their success stories. There's people that give their testimonials. There's people that literally say how to, what not to do. Whenever literally people post, and when I get to the post, there's like three correct answers already, right? So I'll still answer, because that's what the person posted for. They wanted to hear an opinion, so I'm gonna give them mine. But if you're not in our Facebook group and you're looking to buy a car soon, next 2 or 3 months, you need to be in there. Just there's just way more stuff going on in the Facebook group. I can't be just posting, you know, things here 5 times a day. I'm not gonna even. Um, you should do reaction videos. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I should be doing. I'm thinking like I know I have to do another a YouTube channel, you know, just my personal, um, just because I want to talk about other things. Like I have a list of fucking things I want to talk about that are not car related, but they're still money related. And I don't want to, you know, mix, you know, cars here because not everybody is into making money or saving money or investing or business or whatever. But you know, everybody's into saving money on a car. I don't want to, you know, conflict two different things in one channel. Um, Gary was watching a video. Guy bought a Corvette from CarMax. Something was wrong with it. He took it back. They couldn't fix it because the warranty block. Ever hear of that? Okay, so this, yes, Gary, I know the video you're talking about. It's a very rare thing. It doesn't happen often. So you know, you can't protect yourself from fucking everything. You might be walking down the street and bam, you die from a lightning strike. You know what I mean? So these things do happen, but since you know about this situation, you can prevent that because you know you buy cars less than you walk on the street. So you know about this situation. What you can do is you can call that manufacturer like Chevy. You can call Chevy 1-800 their customer support and ask them, hey, I have a VIN for you. I got 2 or 3 VINs. Tell me about that. You know, or ask the dealership, hey, does this car have these, or these type of problems? Are they in your recalls? Is this salvage rebuild title? Has it ever been flooded? What is it? Is this a lemon car? Does it have a warranty block? So you can ask those things since you know about it. Like Spike, uh, thank you. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Flyby, thanks for coming over. It was nice seeing you all. Hopefully you have an awesome week ahead of you. My name is Dan, motherfucking strong. I'm signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.